fuck this is, but like, I guess I'll just put max points for myself with everything, you know? One out of 95, bro. What the fuck? I ain't reading all that shit, bro. But I'll show you the trick for all your students how to do this shit. So first, boom, download. Boom. Then you throw that bitch into the friendly neighborhood helper. And then you just put summarize course material. And let's put a smiley face for bonus effect. Boom, you got all this fucking shit made for you. You don't have to do any fucking shit yourself. Saved you about 2 fucking hours, 3 hours, fucking 10 hours, who knows how many hours. So now you've saved limited time on this planet to do something that you actually enjoy and that actually fucking matters. You're welcome. Bro, look at this shit, bro. Which fucking area, according to this fucking table, has the most fucking lakes of this size? 1 to 50. Bro, this is university level education, bro. Damn, bro, super hard. Next question. Which one out of these fucking ones has the least? So the least are over 50. So the least of these. So let's fucking look. Boom. That's fucking Satakunta. Boom. Super fucking easy, bro. This is fucking university level education, by the way. And boom, when you get a question that you don't fucking know what the fuck that shit is, you just go and ask your friendly helper what the fuck this shit even means, bro. And so you throw that bitch in there. Boom. And then, instead of asking that shit, boom, now we get that question there. And boom, friendly helper here. He's gonna tell us exactly what the fuck this is about. And once again, we save millions of hours of looking for fucking course material and bullshit. And nobody fucking wants to do is fuck that shit. And now we get the fucking actual evidence. And so, the super frequency, some fucking frequency meaning don't know what the fuck that is. So basically, just take the entire thing and boom, what percentage of that is in out of the entire thing. Very simple. And so, we got fucking Satakunta. Got that shit here. We got 1,000. Sick, bro. I'm about to fucking do all this fucking math, bro. What the fuck? Oh, we did it fucking math genius. We take this shit, here, and then we put this shit here, and then we fucking time out. Boom! Super fucking simple. Just like that, we have solved all the fucking problems. And so that's basically how it's done. Super fucking easy. Speedrunning the courses, speedrunning my studies. Boom. So if you got any questions on how to speedrun your studies, how to fucking min-max this shit, get everything done in 5 minutes, don't have to actually put in any effort or work, just hit me up, bro. I got all the answers. I'm a professional, literally best in the world at fucking doing and automizing my studies. So if you need any help, just hit me up and I'm gonna show you all the fucking tricks. I can do the essays, the math, the fucking coding, the anything. Bro, I had to wake up 6:30 for a fucking lecture today. Oh, lightning. And I gotta walk in that shit. But this shit better be fucking worth it. Like, if this shit doesn't teach me how to get a fucking Lambo or something, like, this shit better blow my fucking mind. Or otherwise I'm never going to any lecture in this fucking course ever again, because fuck waking up this fucking early and fucking walking in that fucking shit to get to fucking lecture. Oh fuck, bro, I'm so fucking done. Fuck that. That like 1.5 hours could have easily been crammed into like 10 minutes, but no, we can't do that. We have to fucking 1.5 hours wasting my fucking life with that. Literally like 5
slides in a row, she said the exact same thing. Oh, consumer behavior has changed quite a bit, and the analysis and fucking research has changed from a very niche thing to a very vast and big thing nowadays, including many multiple areas. Wow. Fucking hell, bro. My life is literally withering away, sitting there, listening to the same 5 lines being repeated again and again. So, after a long and hard 2 seconds, I have come to the conclusion that if you're not gonna have the balls to live the life that you want, why the fuck live at all? And because I don't feel like pressing the off button on existence yet, we're gonna have to stop giving a fuck, find a way to just speedrun all those fucking courses once again with mandatory fucking lectures and actually start doing something that feels meaningful and satisfies my time on this planet.
Like, I think I'm starting to get to the conclusion that this university thing ain't meant for me. Like, every second that I'm there, I feel like I'm just wasting my life, doing nothing productive, nothing to actually further myself in any meaningful way. 90% of the things there I will never use, and I will literally forget the next day. And the rest is some fucking bullshit that is not even applicable to any real world skill. And so it's like, man. And the fucking course has basically mandatory lecture attendance. So you can't even fucking online speedrunning. I think I have met my match. But oh well, despite that, I've said this before and I'll say it again. With an arm pump, science and studies have shown that your conscious capabilities and your cognitive decision making get significantly better. And so next up, we're gonna eat and go get an arm pump. And then we can make very smart decisions and solve all of my problems.
Boom! On my way to the gym. And you might be asking, why is man wearing the Raptor hat? Because I'm aura farming right now. And there's a very important life lesson here. Just ask yourself, genuinely, when has it ever benefited you to give a fuck about anyone's opinions? Probably never. And because it has never helped you, why should you do it? Why do you repeatedly make the same mistake of caring about the opinions of other people who have no impact over your life? And so, you should stop doing that. And the sad thing is that most people live their entire lives in the invisible cage, the comfortable prison of simply fitting in, never being themselves, never doing what they want, saying their opinions out loud because it might offend someone. But who gives a fuck? I mean, if you think about it, there is no prize to win at the end of the life if you do nothing exceptional. And by fitting in, you are by definition not exceptional. To be exceptional, you have to be different, you have to stand out, and you have to have the bravery to do something which most people are not willing to do. And sometimes that means being a bit weird. But that is where your glory lies. Victory is in doing what most people won't. And so, if you're not willing to do what most people won't, good luck staying mediocre. Because that's what you're gonna be. Average. And so if you don't want to be average, you have to go and lock in. Do what others won't. and that is the only way. And it is sad to see that so many people care so much about the opinions of others that they're not even willing to be themselves. They limit their entire lives, their one and only existence on this planet, to being someone that they're not meant to be. Living the life that was meant for someone else, doing things that they do not enjoy, which they hate, which they are miserable doing, and then their life ends. At the end of their deathbed, they are reminded of all the time that they wasted doing nothing except the bare minimum to be mediocre, to be average. And so, let's go mug some motherfuckers in this gym.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all. That's it!
You know, every time you do something embarrassing, just remember that the most shameful thing you can do in life is let other people define yours. Think about that. Imagine how shameful it would be if at the end of your life someone else defined it for you. Someone else decided everything that you did and you had no control over your destiny. Pretty embarrassing, isn't it? If you're not in control of even the life that you have, the one and only time that you have on this planet, the mind that you carry with you, then what are you even in control of? Nothing. And so if you want to control anything, you have to start with yourself. That is the only way. And everything else will move forward from that. It will come from that. That is the first step. The necessary step. And well, the only way to achieve that control of your own life is to not let others have it. You can't let their opinions, their decisions, their talk affect you. And the great thing is that when other people talk about you, they think about you, that's just good. That's the definition of aura. And so, if other people talk about you and think about you, but you don't even know that they exist, well, I guess you kind of win. So basically, never let anyone's opinions define you. Never let anyone's opinions control you. And don't do the most shameful thing that you can, which is to live a life meant for someone else. Boom. Welcome to the saddest grocery trip of all time. Broke student on a car. I mean, can it even get worse? Chicken, number 1. Second stop, the eggs. And then we're gonna get some ketchup. Can you guess what man's eating? Chicken, eggs, and then we get the tortilla with ketchup. saddest food of all time. Tortillas with plain chicken and ketchup. But oh well, at least the macros are kinda okay. And last but not least, chewing gum. How can you survive without chewing gum? Especially on a car. You can just chew for basically no calories and stuff. Pretty epic. That's basically all you need if you think about it. 5 eggs for the morning, 400 grams of chicken, plus 2 tortillas. No, 4 tortillas. And then in the evening you can have 2 scoops of protein powder. So pretty sad, but at least you get your protein in and you're in a calorie deficit. That's what cutting is, if you didn't know. And so that's food for a few days. Pretty epic. I think there's not really a lot to say, so I think that's basically it for this video. Have to go to the mandatory lecture again today and then hit some legs, but I'm not gonna record that because it's a bit boring. So the message of this video: stop giving a fuck and your life will improve. And so, as always, stay disciplined, chase your dreams, and have a fantastic day.